should you get a manager? I have a lot of people in my DMs constantly either asking if I can manage them, telling me that somebody reached out to them and said they want to manage them, or if they should be searching for a manager in general. I just want to quickly say, unless you're a really established artist, then I don't think you should be seeking out a manager. If you're asking me if I can manage you, the answer is no. If I want to, I'll reach out to you, trust me. So I guess this video is really aimed towards people who either had somebody reach out to them and ask them to manage them, or if your buddy or your friend or your dad sees that you're having a tiny bit of success or you have no success at all and they want to manage you. If somebody ever proposes this opportunity to you, the first thing you ask them is why? Why do you want to manage me? There are a lot of people that can't even get past that first question. But let's say they have some legitimate reasons. The main reason should be that they really like you or your music. One of the two. Another reason should be that they genuinely believe in you or genuinely believe in your music. And if it's not either of those two things that I mentioned, then they're already not a fit. The next question you should ask them is, what are you going to do for me? Because if somebody wants to manage you, you are giving them responsibility, you are sacrificing a piece of your brand to them. What are they gonna do for you? Because we all know what's in it for them. They probably want some money or a piece of equity or a percentage. We know what managers want. What's in it for me? That's what you should be asking. Basically, what you're looking for is, why is this person qualified? What makes them so special, or what do they have that they can give to you? And a lot of the times with these managers that reach out to you artists and then you come back to me, a lot of them are just trying to gain off of you and they're gonna do the bare minimum. The thing is, most of you don't need managing. You can do everything on your own. What do you need to be managed? Are you gonna let them post on social media for you? Because sometimes that's what managers do. Are they gonna organize merch and do merch drops for you? Well, you don't even have a big enough following. Are you really gonna do merch? Are you gonna trust them to do official releases or do press runs for your music and set up those meetings? You got a few thousand followers. You don't need that. They're gonna book a tour for you or book a show locally for you? Now that's a little bit possible. So when you really think about it, what do you need a manager for? And if one of these managers says that they work at a record label or they know this person or know that person, you should get back to them with, okay, that's cool that you know them. What are you going to do for me? How is that going to help our situation? I've seen a bunch of situations where these managers will reach out to these artists who have potential and who are starting to gain a following, and they say, hey, I'm a A&R at this, or I know this, or I worked for this person. I'm cousins, brothers, sisters, friends with this person. And then those artists will come back to me and give me that information. And I'm like, cool. And so how is that gonna help you? Did that person that they know say that they're interested in you? No, they didn't. They're basically just passing off some stupid, weird connection that has no correlation to you in order to get you into a contract or into an agreement that doesn't really benefit you at all. A lot of you know that I manage at least one artist, Space 914, but I really don't manage him. I think what a lot of you guys need is essentially a creative director. Now, when I manage an artist, I act more as a creative director because I have a following. And sure, I have a few label connections or whatever, but for the most part, people trust my opinion and people trust my creative direction. So I, when I'm working with an artist, collaborate with them on basically everything they do, from basic flow on a song to how we're going to release an album. And then also, of course, I offer my own promotion services in various different ways with my platform, but there's no like weird connection that I give to my artists that I manage. I actually collaborate with them and help them grow their brand and advise them because I have some experience and some notoriety, I guess. I'm literally just a small fish. Don't even use me as an example. Let's use somebody like Taz Taylor. A lot of people think Taz is a manager, but he's not. He doesn't manage artists per se. I mean, you could look at some things that he does and say, oh, well, yeah, he is a manager, but he's really a creative director. He builds artists. He works with them on their music. They make the music, And he has producers that make the beats for them, and he'll say, no, try this, or go in this key, or change your cadence here, or do this, do that. And then when they get songs together, he'll bring them down to 4, 5, 6 songs that they're gonna release for a project. He'll go with what ones he thinks are gonna be the big singles. He'll guide the artist, whether it is musically or just how they carry themselves, how they do business, how they talk to people, how they meet with people. He'll pass on his experience in the creative and in the business to that artist so they can grow and learn. And that's really what I think a lot of young artists need. However, where are you gonna get that? You're really not. You're not gonna have any opportunity to get that until you get bigger. So what I'm saying is, you don't need a manager yet. You don't need a creative director yet. Trust yourself. Do what you think is the right thing to do. Keep working, keep building that following, keep getting those fans, learn how to do everything on your own in the beginning. And then when it comes time for you to get a creative director or a manager, you'll be way more experienced and you'll know exactly what you want from these people. Or maybe not exactly, but you'll have a way better idea of what value you can get. You'll realize, okay, I hate doing this. I hate doing the social media. I hate talking to people on the phone. I don't want to do my merch. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And then when somebody says, hey, I'm going to manage you, you'll say, this is what I need you to do. Are you qualified? If you clicked on this video, the answer to you is just keep doing what you're doing. Eventually, down the line, down the road, you will know what you're looking for. But please, please, don't sign any contract with any manager. You can read the DMs, you can hop on a phone call, you can talk to them, you can see what they have to offer, you can entertain the situation, but for the most part, these people that want to manage you don't want anything but a percentage, and they're trying to scam you. So just please, prevent that from happening. My name is Patrick CC. Don't get a manager.